One container changed an industry. Want to know how? Imagine a single standardized steel box that rewired global commerce. Containerization, born in the 1950s, collapsed costs, created scale, and enabled the modern import-export empire. Today, that same container rides lanes linking Shanghai, Rotterdam, and New York, carrying not just goods but strategic advantage. This is a story about strategy, risk, and precision for those who trade at scale. We begin with an arresting detail: a port terminal clocking millions of TEU annually, a choreography of cranes and trucks that looks effortless until you study its rules. Trade is not only about goods, it's about institutions, trust, and logistics. Historically, long-distance trade ran along the Silk Road and through maritime lanes that tied Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. State-backed giants like the British East India Company formalized long-range commerce and post-war multilateralism. GATT in 1947, then the WTO in 1995, rewired tariffs and dispute rules. Those institutions matter because the import-export business operates inside legal frameworks and regulatory channels. The core definition is precise. Import-export is the commercial activity of buying goods in one country and selling them in another, plus the logistics, compliance, and financing that make that transfer legitimate and profitable. For a luxury-minded operator, complexity is an opportunity. Comparative advantage and specialization still drive value. Producers focus on what they do best, while traders stitch value across borders. Yet modern trade faces shifting tariffs, non-tariff barriers, and geography-driven choke points. The smart strategy is threefold: compliance mastery, resilient logistics, and selective pricing. Start with compliance. Harmonized system codes, HS codes, classify commodities into over 5,000 subheadings. Get them wrong and you pay delays, fines, or denied entry. Use Incoterms to allocate responsibilities clearly. The International Chamber of Commerce updates those rules periodically, with the 2020 edition widely used today. Letters of credit remain a conservative tool for risk management, especially for high-value shipments. Next, logistics. The pandemic and the 2021 container crisis taught a hard lesson. Supply chains' fragility can crater margins overnight. Freight rates spiked by several 100% on some routes. Top ports like Shanghai and Rotterdam process millions of TEU and set the tempo for global lanes. Diversify your routes. Consider land bridges and multimodal solutions, and partner with reliable forwarders and carriers such as Maersk or DHL when scale demands. For SMEs, digital platforms like Alibaba or Amazon have lowered entry barriers. They are not a shortcut to strategy. Digital marketplaces expand reach, but sellers still need compliance, quality assurance, and dependable fulfillment. Risk management is the third pillar. Geopolitical shocks, sanctions, and sudden tariff changes reshape lanes. The 2022 disruptions following the Ukraine crisis are a recent reminder. Build scenario plans. Hold strategic inventory buffers and price with contingencies. Now differentiate through data. High-performing traders embed dashboards, real-time inventory, freight rates, lead times, and margin analytics. Invest in clean, steady reporting so every shipment is a decision backed by evidence. Luxury in trade means disciplined exclusivity, premium suppliers, selective markets, and impeccable compliance. Large multinationals internalize compliance teams and integrate logistics. Smaller exporters outsource to freight forwarders and customs brokers while keeping strategic control over pricing and market selection. Understand the lane economics. Asia to Europe and Asia to US are among the highest volume routes, but intra-regional trade offers different tariff and rules of origin advantages that can be decisive. Sustainability is no longer optional. Buyers and regulators now expect carbon reporting and greener routing. For premium brands, transparent sustainability credentials become a marketable asset. Operationally, standardized documents, commercial invoices, packing lists, bills of lading, certificates of origin. Electronic documentation systems reduce friction and speed customs clearance. Use Incoterms deliberately to transfer risk in line with your insurance and logistics capacity. Finance elegantly. Letters of credit, trade credit insurance, and working capital facilities keep cash flow predictable. Remember that for many exporters, the most potent lever is trust with buyers, carriers, and customs authorities. Trust, reliability, premium pricing. Now the competitive reveal, the pathway from a supplier's workshop to a luxury boutique shelf. It begins with sourcing excellence, moves through quality-controlled export packaging, travels on a resilient logistics plan, clears customs efficiently, and lands in a market where selective distribution sustains scarcity and price. Each stage has measurable KPIs, defect rates, lead time variance, on-time delivery, duty cost per unit. Track them. Avoid common misconceptions. Import-export is not only for multinationals. SMEs can scale through platforms and third-party logistics, but they must invest in expertise or outsource to trusted providers. And low tariffs do not guarantee market entry. Standards, certifications, and rules of origin frequently create the real barriers. Leverage comparative advantages. If your producer has a unique technique or material, protect it with trademarks, contracts, and selective channel strategy. Use data to price, factor freight volatility, duties, compliance costs, and desired margin. Consider premium pricing where you offer verifiable quality, timely delivery, and sustainable credentials. Historically significant players teach lessons.
The Silk Road shows the value of networks. The British East India Company illustrates scale and state linkages. Modern platforms show how digital distribution lowers friction but increases competition. Today's trade leaders combine institutional knowledge, digital tools, and resilient logistics. Practical steps to start or scale. Map your supply chain end-to-end. Classify goods with correct HS codes. Choose appropriate Incoterms. Select a freight forwarder with proven lane experience. And build a simple dashboard tracking lead times, freight cost per unit, and margin. Test markets selectively. Use letters of credit for new buyers, and always have contingency routes. Finally, measure success in refined terms.
Not just sales volume, but predictable margins, time to market, and reputational capital with buyers and regulators. Quietly, strategically, scale from dependable trades to curated luxury offerings. The highest performing traders treat each shipment as a strategic asset and each partner as an extension of their brand. Trade is the art of arranging advantage across borders with institutions, logistics, and trust as the core instruments. For those who master them, import-export becomes a high-return enterprise of precision and presence. Subscribe for more strategic trade insights and refined execution tips.